It's Farm Friday, y'all. We got 6 houses to look at today, so let's get on to the first one. Alright, we're headed to our first property here. This one's a townhouse. Walking down this middle alleyway here. But it's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, 1,803 square feet. Let's take a look inside. Alright, just walking inside the property here, and you're welcome to your lower living space. Got some understairs storage here. Looks like there is a drain or something, and that's in that area. Bedroom number 1 on the bottom floor. The nice little patio there. Here's your walk-in closet. Moving along across the hall, you have your 3/4 bath. So a whole full living space on the bottom floor. And if you want to separate it, you could, because at the top of the stairs, you can frame this in and you'll have a whole lower level. So again, at the top of the stairs, we're here, you have a half bath, 2-car garage on the backhand side of the home. And then you're welcome into your living space here with your kitchen, quartz countertops, shaker style cabinets, and stainless steel appliances. Dining area there. Living space. It also comes with a ductless heating system. And as we're going up the stairs, another bathroom at the top of the stairs, dual vanity and tub. Over here is your linen closet, and on the opposite side is where your washer and dryer are. Bedroom number 2 facing the back of the home. Look at all that natural light there. And this is an end unit, so you do have additional windows. Bedroom number 3. Walk-in closet there. And then last but not least, we're heading over to the primary bedroom. Nice and bright. Flowing into the primary bath. As you see, you do have dual vanity. You have a heated towel rack there, standing shower. And then here is your walk-in closet. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, 1,803 square foot home, built in 2020 with HOA dues of $365 a month, going for $685,000 in the Skyway area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. This one is a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1,270 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, just walked inside the property here, and you're welcome into your living space. Got a wood-burning fireplace there. They had something here that was on a track. I'm thinking it might have been carpet or something, because you got 2 different tones of wood in this particular section. Large 2-car garage. You have Mount Rainier views off of the slider. Check that out. Let's zoom in to those Mount Rainier views. Right there. Right between the pole. You can't see it, but there are Mount Rainier views. Large backyard as well, as you can see. Flowing into your kitchen. You have a built-in range there. Drop-in stove, old dishwasher, and fridge. Head it down the hall. Here's your full bath. Love that pink tile. Here's your utility room where you could put your washer and dryer if you wanted to. Some built-in storage. Here's bedroom number 1, faces the back of the home, and again has that view of Mount Rainier, which I am trying. There it is. Oh, this is the primary bedroom because it has the 3/4 bath here. Check that out. Beautiful blue tile shower. And then over here is bedroom number 2. And here is bedroom number 3. So, if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1,270 square foot home built in 1958, going for $565,000 in the Skyway area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. This one's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 970 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, just walk inside the property here and you're welcome to your living space. Huge kitchen here. An electric fireplace. You have your washer and dryer hookup right there, which is an interesting spot. I would have enclosed that. Over here you're on a corner lot, so you do have a corner style yard. Nice little deck. And you do sit up a little high, which is great. Stainless steel appliances, shaker style cabinets, and quartz countertops. Moving along down the hall, back towards the front door. Here's your furnace. Bedroom number 1, facing the back of the home. Linen closet. Bedroom number 2, facing the front and side of the home. Here is your full bath. And then here is bedroom number 3. This is the larger one out of the 3. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 970 square foot home built in 1943, going for $567,000 in the Skyway area. On to the next one, guys. Right, we're at our next property here. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 860 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, just walked inside the property here and you're welcome to your living space. Nice and quaint. To my right, you have your little dining nook area in your kitchen. Nothing spectacular, but it is a kitchen. Over here is your utility room with your washer and dryer and furnace, and then you have a side door that goes out to your backyard. Looks like they've updated their plumbing here. Moving along down the hallway here, we got bedroom number 1. This one faces the side of the home and also the back. You do have that detached garage, and there is your parking spot there. that you would come in from the side. Going down the hallway, linen closet there. Bedroom number 2. And then you have bedroom number 3, which is actually the largest bedroom. It's actually a pretty good size. And last but not least, here is your full bath. So it's a really quaint home. And so yes, if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 860 square foot home built in 1944, going for $485,000 in the Skyway area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. This one's a 3-bed, 3.5 baths, 2620 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, I just walked inside the property here, and to my left, you have your coat closet. It's interesting. I've never seen a black trim and white doors. I usually see black doors and white trim. Over here is your 2-car garage. That looks like it doesn't really fit a car. Moving along into your bathroom, you have your laundry here with utility sink, barn door closing that, full tub, and toilet there. Nice finishes. Moving along, got some built-in shelving there. And then welcoming into your living space and your kitchen. Nice bar area here. Got your pantry there. You got black shaker cabinets on the left, utility sink on the right. White shaker cabinets. This is actually a 38-inch range. Built-in microwave, and then here's your sink. Living space is here. And there is your dining, small dining space. Then outside, you have this nice deck. And you got some Lake Washington views, as you can see. And I love how private it is up here. The big hedges around, so you really don't have your neighbors looking in your windows, which is great. Moving along, we're gonna go downstairs first, and then we'll go upstairs. So headed downstairs, got this plush carpet, and then hitting the tile. First and foremost, here is your walk-in shower on the lower level. Here is bedroom number 1. No light in here. Moving along, nice little bar area there for the lower level. Living space. And then you have another kitchen, or a little kitchenette down here. Another deck that goes down to the lower deck down there. So you have plenty of space to entertain. And this actually wraps around and goes back upstairs to the front door. Over here, what do we got? Some storage. Oh, water heater and furnace is there. And then behind this door should be understairs storage. Yep, that's what it is. And also a closet. There's a door here as well, so you can actually close this off. And you can actually rent the whole bottom and don't even have to worry about going down there because they have everything they need. Headed back upstairs. By the way, did you see this fridge? That is amazing. Going up the stairs to the upper floors. And to my right, you have bedroom number 2 facing the front of the home, and it has its own ensuite here of a half bath. Closet there. Is that only a half bath? It is. Interesting. So where do they shower? Walking across, primary bedroom. Check this out. Wow. Huge tub, huge tub. Standing shower. Dual vanity. Water closet, and you have linen closet there. So they really took advantage of this area there. Here's your walk-in closet, which is huge as well. Primary bedroom that faces the Lake Washington views. Check that out. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 baths, 2620 square foot home, built in 1979, going for $1.149 million in the upper Rainier Beach area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. This one's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1520 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, we just walked inside the property here, and look, this is like a repurposed door that they put coat hooks on. It's pretty cool. So first and foremost, you walk in, you have the stairs going right up. We're gonna go to the left, which is your living space. And you have this nice bright living room here, ductless heating system, and you have amazing ceilings. Check the ceilings out. That washed wood. Over here you have a nice deck, some fairy lights on there, fire pit that's sitting outside there, putt golf, and this is all turf, which is great. No mowing the lawn over here. And of course you hear the beautiful birds. Moving along into your dining area. Nice little light fixture there. And then flowing into your kitchen, butcher block cabinets, or butcher block countertops, sorry, with gray cabinets. Got a farm sink there, and the stainless steel appliances. We're gonna head upstairs first, and then we'll go down. So upstairs, nice storage shelf right there. And to my right, you have bedroom number 1 with tons of closet space on both sides. On the opposite side of bedroom number 1, you have your full bath with dual vanity and a soaking tub. Over here you have bedroom number 2 that they've used as an office space. A little nook around the corner here. And then we're going to head back downstairs. And they do have a lower level as well. To the lower level. Here we go. To my left at the bottom of the stairs is your storage area where your water heater is. There's a door pass through here that goes to your laundry, and then you have a 3/4 bath as well. Moving along, under stairs storage, There's your door to go outside. And then here is, I believe this is your third bedroom. I guess it is. So they use that as their third bedroom. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1520 square foot home built in 1931, going for $739,000 in the Upper Rainier Beach area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our last property here. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1960 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, just walked inside the property here, and this one is a rehab. We're gonna go to the right. And you see your kitchen here. Tiled countertops. You got a nice new stove though. Check that out. Pantry. There's actually a new fridge as well. This goes downstairs. We'll go down there in a minute. But here you go. Welcome to your living space. You do got some amazing Lake Washington views. Check that out. And you got a nice sized yard as well. Wood burning fireplace. Dining areas here. That goes out to your deck. Let's go check out these amazing views. This deck is actually updated. So they do have some Lake Washington views here. Check that out. Moving along, down the hallway, the doorbell there. Down the hallway, linen closet there. Here's bedroom number 1, walk-in closet, and you do have this corner Lake Washington view as well. I'll just make this whole wall windows. Over here is your bath. Pink. Bedroom number 2 is here. And then we're gonna go back around. Going down the stairs to the lower level. Have this whole lower level here that's dilapidated, but definitely could use a refresh. And you have this big picture window here, and look, more Lake Washington views, just even from the lower level. Under stair storage. Over here is another family room, and they have a kitchen there. Go behind this door. Uh-oh. There we go. That took a while. And this is your laundry utility area and more understairs storage. And last but not least, here is your 3/4 bath. Check out this toilet, sink, and that's the shower. Come on, guys. That's gotta be changed. And this is an old washing machine. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1960 square foot home built in 1949, going for $558,000 in the Upper Rainier Beach area. And that's it for Farm Friday this week.